Hello, everyone. It is my immense pleasure to be speaking at CE23, organized by our dear partner SME Banking Club, which we consider important stakeholder for the growth of business professionals and banking professionals and the industry as a whole in Central and Eastern Europe, but also beyond. We at Logate are very passionate about SME banking because we see so many areas for growth. And you may think, but the level of digitalization is so low. And to be honest, yes, the most of the innovations are happening in the retail banking. And so most innovations happening in retail banking, and just notice how much we are used to it today. My colleague paid for a dinner via Google Pay last night, and my friend got her loan approved in under 30 minutes. We got so used to this banking in seconds that we grow tremendously impatient with anything that lasts longer than that. Digitalization in the SME banking is highly requested by our clients, and we can see that sales teams are lagging behind their colleagues in retail banking divisions significantly, even lacking CRM solutions. Probably the fact of 99% of businesses in the European Union will not blow anyone's mind, but this is important to know because they employ over 100 million people. And this means that you are impacting the lives of 100 million people through your products and services. Or better said, you have the potential to directly or indirectly impact the lives of 100 million people working for an SME. And we all know how challenging is personalizing experience and how frustrating that is for SMEs. But we still notice that in many banks, relationship managers are using Excel or even their notebooks to keep track on valuable data and to manage sales opportunities. And look up, anyone? Well, that data can easily be lost, and these tools cannot be used for managing and tracking campaigns. And I don't know about you, but there's nothing in this world that can drive me insane as quickly as Excel, especially when using those advanced functions. According to a recent Corporate Banking Innovation Survey report, more than 6 in 10 banks believe that a superior customer experience is a driving decision behind the choice of a bank. And this is not surprising, especially when UK Finance reports that 81% of clients are choosing their banks according to digital customer experience. And despite the wants and the needs and the awareness that exists, we see that banks still fail to reach the goals set out by the digital transformation projects they initiated. According to this report, only 26% of them believe they succeeded in their digital transformation initiatives, and it is only in these 2 business lines. Well, I will specifically focus on sales departments as a salesperson myself. And these are the trends and major shifts happening in the SME banking that we see as a vendor. Increasing number of lead generation sources. Blogs are important channel for lead generation, and we have example of our client, Erste Bank in Montenegro, with comprehensive content marketing strategy that enables them to educate leads, segment them, and warm them up for the sales teams to follow up in order to provide personalized experience. Of course, there are many touch points between the client and the bank, which are automated before the initial contact with sales teams, so that saves them resources and qualifies leads during the process. Gen Z entrepreneurs. Well, this one is dependent on macroeconomic and cultural factors, but Gen Z is quite entrepreneurial. And social media platforms have been around over a decade now, and they have caused behavioral shift that we all notice, but not only in kids, but in ourselves as well. our level of concentration and our capacity of information retention have dropped dramatically, and we are more prone to use or to consume short video content rather than long textual posts. My colleagues, after my presentation, will talk about contextual banking, but I certainly must mention new business models that are arising, and they are significantly affecting sales teams, but not only in terms of what they are selling, but also how. As you could see in the example of retail banking, banks can no longer function as separate entities, but instead are expected to collaborate with fintechs, with non-banking stakeholders in order to bring value to their customers. And when it comes to the SME banking, it's kind of expected that the sales teams will have a role to play in these partnerships, managing not only direct sales, but also partner sales, which makes the lead life cycle management even more complex. And now you may see why it doesn't mean you should do something in Excel just because you can. And that is where we come in as a vendor of a specialized banking CRM solution that has its implementations in both retail and SME banking. CX360 is a specialized banking CRM solution which initially was developed as a standalone loan tracking system for the needs of our clients. And the solution grew and developed into a CRM as we kept learning about the industry and improving the features. And there is a lot of talk about artificial intelligence, and please don't get me wrong, I do think there are some interesting use cases for it, but I also think it's become massively hyped to some unrealistic expectations that it will solve all of your problems. And it's got so big that many organizations are actively looking for artificial intelligence solutions without having some, let's call them, basic necessities for completing work. As Olena and her organization shared, only about 60% of banks in the CEE region have implemented a CRM solution. And this is staggering, considering how much the data contained in the CRM is important for the sales in SME banking. And without a CRM solution, that data is like kept in a silo, and there's no structured data flow throughout the sales teams. So what happens if your top salesman decides to take his notebook and work for your competitor? Or what happens if he or she is absent? In these cases, Excel doesn't say much, no matter how many lookups you run. I like to say that we are not just a vendor, but rather we are a partner. We truly dive deep into your processes and needs before modifying our CRM to fit your needs, your goals, and your team. In the end, we do not want to add your logo to our client's page on the website and we are done. No, we want to ensure that your team uses CRM and benefits from it personally. With 360 Client View, detailed reports, and the management of the entire sales opportunities lifecycle, we covered a lot for the sales departments, but recently we implemented a new module of our solution, which is Campaign Manager. Well, whether they are seasonal, repetitive, or one-time campaigns, we managed to centralize sales, but also marketing efforts in creating and managing them. And we all know how much segmentation is important. And yes, it can be done using various parameters, which you can modify according to your existing data. All of your campaign channels, including bank branches, are connected to the CRM, so you can get comprehensive reports to access the impact of those campaigns and their effectiveness in reaching sales and marketing KPIs. And the solution also helps isolate different parameters, split test the campaigns, and even modify the approach if necessary in order to reach the the desired goals. And since we are talking about centralizing data and making decisions based on the data, we integrated our Connect, which is our omni-channel contact center solution, with this CX360 CRM in order to provide a real-time 360 client view for the contact center employees handling calls, so they can be able to execute outbound campaigns, provide better customer service, and of course resolve issues much faster. So, as you can see, we are continuously developing and bringing new banking solutions to the market. And we build around your core, and we help you focus on fostering relationships while we take care about technology. Thank you for your attention.